Now we are live. Thank you again. Thank you so much. Sorry about that. Somehow LinkedIn link did not work, but now it is. I'm seeing myself live on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. So welcome to Thinking into Results, Fast Results Part 2. And this is how to get results fast. This is how you can move from not having to starting to have. And what do you need to do about that? What do you need to do about getting your results really fast to occur? We're at the end of 2021 and everybody's getting squeezed to start the year fast, start the year strong. And how do you do it, right? How do you do it so that you can start having fast results? How do you do it so you can start having the results of your dream come true? You need to start working on something very specific and very quick. So I'm going to share with you today some real key ideas as to what I'm doing that are helping my results. So these results would help you if you actually apply them, if you work on them. But before we get going, if you have not met me before, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for being amazing. I'm almost at 2,000 connections on LinkedIn or followers. So I'm jazzed about that. I'm like 8 or 9 away. So I would appreciate a follow and forward this stream to anybody that you know that's working on something big. If you know somebody that's working on something that they want to achieve and they want to make sure it happens, this is for them. If you're working on something, this is for you. So my name is Kamal. I am a student and teacher of the law of attraction. I am working with Bob Proctor and Laura Langmeyer on how to make yourself better, how you can start getting some significant results very, very fast. Um, we help many like you to start living a better life and turn your annual income into monthly. Yep, you heard that right. Annual income into monthly. It is possible. Many are doing it just like yourself. Now, how do we do it? We do it by using the book Think and Grow Rich, and we do it by thinking into results. When you want to learn something, you have to go for the best. And with my mentors who have been doing it for anywhere from 25 years to 45 years to 61 years with Bob, I have several mentors. They know what's going on. They know what works and they know what doesn't. And what's the best than following somebody who's done it. And so that's what I'm doing. And that's what I'm going to share with you today. Fast results part two. I want to share with you how you can start getting fast results. I call that part two because there is a part one that I did earlier in the week. So if you have not seen it, go back and catch it and let me know what you think of that. And I'm sure it's going to help you if you apply the principles. So with fast results part two, here's what I'm going to talk about today. Thanks, Cheryl and Elliot, for joining. And thanks for those who are watching me live on LinkedIn and Facebook. So first of all, you have to start doing things in a certain way. Now, this might seem so obvious, but it's not obvious to many. You have to do things in a certain way. This comes from Wallace Wallace. You do not get rich by doing certain things. You get rich by doing things in a certain way. You have to set your mind that these are the results that you want and you're going to get them somehow. But how do you get them? How do you do this in a certain way? That does not mean random. That does not mean you wake up and you do things at any time you want. That means you got to have a plan. You got to have a system. You got to have a way about it. You got to have a whole different way of doing things. We call it doing things in a certain way. Now, this is coming from the rich. This is coming from those who have done it again and again and again, and they've gone to multi-millionaire level status. Napoleon Hill summarized that in the book Think and Grow Rich, and Bob Proctor and Sandy Gallagher in Thinking into Results, they took this whole system from Earl Nightingale and Napoleon and put it in this 12 step where you set your goal and you start working at it. And then you work on yourself to get better and better. You do things in a certain way to achieve the results that you want. So you have to believe that you have the power to put yourself in a positive vibration. So think of it this way. You got to believe it. If you don't believe it, it's not going to happen. You literally decide what type of day you want to have. You have to decide that today is going to be an amazing, awesome day, successful day. If you don't decide that from the get-go, you're leaving it to chance. So with thinking into results, we achieve results by thinking differently. We do things in a certain way. You believe that you have the power. You have to believe that you have it. And if you don't, we got to talk about it because you do have it. You might not believe this, but you do have that power. It's available and it is available to you. So then you start upgrading your mind to that different frequency and vibration, and something else starts happening. You start moving your attitude to a different direction. You start becoming grateful. That's part two, right? To achieve results quickly, you got to be grateful to what you have. An attitude of gratitude. And lesson 11 in Thinking of Results is all about the other people. It's all about you and how you can make others feel really well. how you can become that better version. So use gratitude on a daily basis, habitual basis. Everything I'm talking about, I can teach you to have it habitually. It's not random. You have to build into that. But I'm giving you the bits and bytes of how you can get there. You start being grateful by becoming you. So imagine that, never mind what happened in 2021, never mind how lucky or not lucky you've been, and what jobs you have, what jobs you lost, what jobs you're getting. Are you grateful for what you have? And can you build on that opportunity? Can you build on it? Can you be a good leader by being a good follower? So you want to build a success, you want to get fast results. Well, who's getting results? Why don't we emulate them? Why don't we emulate the grades so you can start having it? So you're that leader, but first you have to be a follower. We do things in a certain way, not random. So remember, the five people you spend the most amount of time with are pretty much what you're going to end up like: your results, your money, your feeling, your vibes, and your attitude towards everything. So where are you spending your time? Who are you spending it with? Who are you staying away from? Some people, even though loved ones, you love them and you be around them, you might have to maintain the distance. You can just say, well, that's interesting. Let's change the subject. They can talk about things that you don't want to know about in their life. They're still family. You still have to listen. They're still friends. They're still colleagues. So you don't want to just be so negative and just say, oh, that's interesting. Let's step away to something else right now. I think we should talk about that. So you just be open minded. You change how you think. You want to affirm your goals multiple times on a daily basis. You want to start getting results. What is your goal? Do you think about it just at the end of the year as we're coming to 2021 and now we're going into 2022? Is this the only time to think about your goal? I think about my goal all the time, not just some of the time, not just in the morning, not just at night. That's just the minimum. And I actually write it. But what if you can have a goal card and you put it in your pocket? What if you think about your goal every time you're on a stop sign? Every time you're on a stoplight, oh, what's my goal? Where am I going? Why are you going there? What is the end going to be like? Can you think with the end in mind before it really happens so that it starts happening? Have you ever heard the term, we become what we think about? Or are you thinking about your goal so you can have it before it really happens? That's what I'm talking about. Fast results part two. Part one was talked about earlier in the week, so go ahead and see it and comment on it and let me know what you think. I'm talking about next level results. I'm not talking about crawling a little bit at a time, 1% increase. If you want just 1% increase results, just work an extra hour a day or an extra hour a week, and then you're going to get a little bit more. Just get another job, working harder. You get a little bit more, then you pay more tax. I'm talking about next level achievements, great results, doubling, tripling, 10 timing your results. So affirm your goals multiple times. If you have to put a reminder on your phone, do it. If you need somebody to call you, do it. If you want me to call you to remind every goal, if you're one of my clients, I will. I could do that for you. But you got to become a client. How do you become a client? You call up, say, hey, buddy, what's up? What is this you're talking about? Goals and results. And how do you get these results? I can show you how. You tell me what you want. We can show you how to get it. That's how it works. Number 6 in the first part of this conversation is you take action every day. 6 days of work, 1 day of rest. Some people have this idea mixed up. 1 day of work, 6 days of rest. And they're like, I'm not getting results. You work for 1 day and you expect results. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. Unless you have thousands of people working for you and you're very effective, then you can start partying 6 days. Let's flip it for a while. Let's make it 6 days of work, 1 day of rest. Even God did that. Whoever it is you got, right? Take action every day to move towards that goal. So we know what the goal is. Are you taking actions every day? You're only going to take the action if you want it. You will not take the action if you don't want this thing to happen. Now, how are you going to get this motivation? How are you going to get this energy? You have to join a group. You have to join a team. You have to become persistent about it. And how do you develop the persistence? Very, very, very easily. You can't do it by yourself. It's almost impossible to shift from not doing things to start doing things. You have to do it with a group. You have to do it with a coach. You have to do it with a mentor. It's not just downloading a book and a PDF. I can send you the PDF of the book, Think and Grow Rich. Nothing will happen. Until you start studying and coming to the group and coming to the meeting, your results are not going to shift. Your mindset's not going to shift. You have to stick with the group, a mastermind, a team that's doing the same thing as you're doing at the same level that you're at. If you're in the 50,000 level, you pick that group. If you're at the $1 million level, you go with that group. If you want to be in the multi-millionaire level, you're going to join our group. That's where we are. That's the level of mastermind that we're talking about. 2 million at business deals, 1 million business deal, 20. You got to do it. Everybody sings the same song. Everybody's like yourself. So that's what I'm talking about. So how do you become persistent? You can read the chapter in Think and Grow Rich, and I have this book right here. But can you develop this habit to become persistent? What I'm about to share with you next are the 4 steps that it takes to get the persistence inside of you so you can have it. So if you haven't been writing anything down, it's time to write something down. Get a piece of paper and pen. And if you haven't written it down, write them down. This will be the time now. If you're driving, maybe you can stop. It's going to be worth it. I promise you that. Doing things in a certain way. So first, there's 4 steps for this persistence. You have to pass it. You have to pass the persistence test as a habit. It's like, imagine the times where you wanted to go to the gym and you barely went. You wanted to go for a walk every day and you just don't do it. You do it 1 day a week and then you don't. So you're not passing the test. You're not passing the link of why do you want to do this thing? Why do you want this goal to be achieved? For that to achieve, to happen every day, habitually, with ease and calm and serenity, you have to pass what I call the persistence test. Napoleon Hill talks about it at length in this book, chapter 9. So no particular education is needed. You don't need any other degree. You don't need any other certificate. You just need the will. You need your willingness to do this. You have to want it. Now, how badly do you want it? That's really up to you. If you don't want it, then maybe you should find something else that you want. If you don't want it, you're not going to get it done. It's only when you want it, when it's going to start happening, when you're going to wake up every day and do it without your mom or dad or kid or pet or boss to tell you how to do it. You see, you only do what you want to do. Everything you have around you, you got it because you want it. Everything else is waiting. Everything else you're procrastinating on because it's not really important to you. You don't procrastinate on your coffee. You don't procrastinate on your tea. The car that you drive, you did not procrastinate. Well, let's imagine your car. Let's say the car breaks down. And it doesn't matter if you don't have the money, but you've been driving for so long. Are you going to fix it? I bet you'll find the money to fix it. Why? Because you don't want to walk. You don't want to take the bus. So you will find the money for the things that you want. You will not procrastinate on fixing that car because you want it. And that's how you have to think of goals, of desires. You don't procrastinate on your goals and desires. A definite purpose backed by a burning desire, so it's complete, so you can get there. Second thing, you need to have a definite plan. So that's part 2 for the persistence. You got to have a plan. Doesn't matter what the plan is. You'll have to do your due diligence. You have to do the right things for the right business, for the right opportunity, but you got to have a plan. It cannot be random. Remember the beginning of the talk. We're going to get results fast by doing things in a certain way. So you got to have a plan. And you got to say, I'm going to do this, this, and this. And then you're going to step into it and do them. See, we do things in a certain way. You become in charge of you. The whole thing is about your mind, you becoming in control. Once you become in control, that's when the mind starts giving you what you want. That's when the mind starts going to give you the results that you want, and your subconscious is going to go working for you on your behalf while you're sleeping, while you're on vacation, while you're having fun. See, it's all about studying yourself so you become the best version of you. Okay, so step number 1 was definite purpose backed by a burning desire for fulfillment. Nothing's going to stop you. There's no more procrastination. And seriously, if you're having trouble with it, just reach out and say, hey, Kamal, I'm having real trouble with this. I can't seem to get it. I set goals. I wanted to do this last year and it's still not happening. Well, it's not happening because you're not in the right group. You're not in harmony with what you're doing. There is something missing. I would love to have a chat with you. Come to the Facebook group. Come to the LinkedIn group. Come to the book clubs that we have. There's so many opportunities we're creating for you to have the best version, the best life that you can. A definite plan backed by continuous action. You cannot just have a plan now and just sit on it for 2 months to get started. No, you make up a plan, you start today. Even one action, never leave the site of a scene without taking action. I've heard that from Tony Robbins many times if you've been to his conferences. You do not leave the site of a scene, of a meeting, without setting the action in motion. When you're in motion, you start getting results. You got to get in motion. Doesn't matter if you don't know step 3, 4, or 5, but step 1 and 2, get started. Get started with that plan. Number three, you're going to have your mind closely tied on everything but your goal. So you don't let anything to come in. You have to focus. You have to work on the imagination. You have to work on the will and reason so you can focus on your goal. You're focusing a mind closely, closed tightly against all negative and discouraging influences. As you go towards your goal, so many of your relatives, friends, colleagues, business partners, they might not believe in you. You might have to go on your own. They're doing something, you're doing something else. They might not like what you're doing. You might want to, they might be in the car business. You want to go into the digital currency business. They're in this business. You want to, you know what? If that's what you want, that's what you want. So you have to stay away from those who don't have and from those that have just negative opinions. Your paradigm is shifting and your want is changing. Theirs is not. So they're not going to be in agreement with you. That's a very important element. A mind closed tightly against all negative and discouraging influences, including negative suggestions from relatives, friends, and acquaintances. And unfortunately, sometimes we take it to heart. You'll take it from your family, friends, kids, and they're like, oh, you're getting into this, or you're getting into that, blah, blah, blah. You know what? They don't have the results. If they had the results, they would let you do whatever you want to do. They would be okay with you, but you don't need their permission. You're an adult now. You got to grow up. And you step up into your own kingdom. You build your own world. As far as I'm concerned, they're above 18. You're above 18. Do what you want, not what they want. That's step three. It's that simple. See, there's no other education that you need, there's no other certificate, but you have to get these principles in mind. You have to believe what I'm telling you. You have to drop the guard and say, yeah, this is what works. This is a summary of 120 years of millionaires, multimillionaires who have achieved things in life. That's what works. And number four, you need a friendly alliance with one or more person who will encourage you to follow through on your plan. That's what I'm talking about. A study group, a mastermind, a community. But you got to upgrade from more than just a community and being in a Facebook group. You're probably in 5, 10, 15, 20 Facebook groups. Maybe I've seen people who want to come to my groups. They have like 95 groups. I'm like, why do you want to join this group? You're in 95 other ones. So you got to pick a small team, 2, 3, 4 people. You only need 2 for a mastermind to let that are going to work with you on the blockchain idea, the digital mastermind, whatever it is you're in. They got to sing the same song as you are. And then you start coming in to give. You come into a mastermind to give. You have an alliance. You have a team that works with you. And you meet. You meet once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, as many times as it takes, as long as you both agree to it. And everybody on that team has to be in harmony with one another. You cannot have a mastermind with 3 people okay, but the 4th person is not okay with 2 other individuals. The energy is not going to be there. So everybody on the mastermind, they have to be in agreement with each other who's on the team. And you can't bring somebody else. There's a way to learn this. And thinking into results, we talk about this in lesson 12. There are rules to the game, how you can bring the energy level up. Because we're talking about connecting you with that next higher being of yourself. So that's what it takes. Decide right now that you're going to develop persistence and quitting is not an option. So to pass the persistence test, to start getting fast results, you got to decide that you're not going to give up. You're not going to give up on you. If you're going to give up on your goals, who's going to work with you? So you have to stop giving up on your goals. And it doesn't matter if you did before. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday. It doesn't matter what happened a month ago. If you really dropped 10 different things and you feel so bad about it, stop feeling bad about it. We don't have yesterday. We don't have 20 minutes ago. We just have now. So forgive and forget that part and let's move on. You can start every minute brand new. Every day is a brand new day. Sun comes down, then sun comes back up, right? After winter comes spring. So many are stuck based on what they did before and they keep doing the same thing. We have to forgive and forget the past and start the new, fresh you. It's the end of 2021, beginning of 2022. It doesn't matter that you failed so many times. It doesn't matter that things did not work out. It does not matter. Reconnect with yourself as to what you want to do right now. Reach out and start connecting with those who are in harmony with yourself. Find them, whoever they are. If you want to meet interesting people, start becoming interesting. If you want to meet actors, start becoming like an actor. So you move in a different direction, and that's what we can teach you is thinking into results. We move you from frustration, not feeling good, low awareness to a higher vibration, a higher frequency that would get you the results. Or you can just spend another 1, 2, or 3, 4 years doing the same thing. Just look at your previous results in the last 2, 3, 4 years. Have they changed much? I know in 19 years in manufacturing, for me, they did not change much. They were just crawling, like crawling, barely meeting inflation, until I started getting coaches and mentors, until I started getting financial and mindset mentors. That's when things started moving. I'm on a beautiful trajectory. My clients are doing amazing. Thousands of people are benefiting from this program, thinking into results. 15, 20-minute videos a day that would really change you, to help you to start setting goals and achieving them. Because it's not about setting a goal, is when you achieve it, who are you becoming along the way? Yeah, your goal might be to get a car, buy a house, but the things that you have to do to get there is what really counts. What are you doing along the way? How are you becoming, right? How are you shifting your paradigm so you become that better person that you are? Because you are an amazing person. Now, who are you becoming? Are you becoming that better person? If you want better people to be in your life, you have to become that. You have to start giving before you're getting. Now, where do you get all these ideas? How do you become creative so you become effective? I only know of one thing, and we call it studying. Now, we're not talking about studying math and science and studying funnels and studying website. People think you're gonna have to study programming and get your product out there. No, that's not it. We're studying mindset. We're studying the field that you're in. You have to become really good at something that you're in. You got to become the best. You cannot stay marginal all your life. If you want to be marginal all your life in the field that you're in, you're going to get marginal results. Are you the best in what you have? Are you the best real estate agent? Are you the best salesman or saleswoman? Are you the best, most effective writer, if writing is what your thing is? Are you the best copywriter if you're it? What are you becoming the best at? You have to step up. Because we're talking about moving you from the 90% of the population who don't get much results to the 1, 2, 3% that are making it happen. Now, if you want to be part of that elite group who have the money, who have the life, who have the success, who have the fun, who go out, who spend time with their loved one as much as they want, and they're enjoying what they're doing, and they're comfortable and they're relaxed, that's what I'm talking about. You have to start studying. Become the best at what you're doing every day. Every day you do something better than the day before. And this is what we can teach you. With thinking into results, it changes the game. And the good thing is that it's affordable. It's available for everybody. It used to be left for the elite people, right? It used to be left for those who are just really, who have a lot of money. It really doesn't cost a lot. Just imagine with your goals achieved, what would happen? What would happen when you double your income? What would happen when you don't have to worry about paying rent anymore? When you have your house paid off? That's what you have to think. So people say, Kamal, it's kind of money. I have to spend money on myself. Well, of course. You have to invest in yourself, not in the trinkets and the little things anymore. You got to invest on your mind, because as you invest in your mind and in yourself, you're going to move to that higher frequency. You're going to connect with that next level business, next level person. You have to move in a whole different direction. Remember, doing things in a certain way. If you keep doing things the way you've been doing it, you're going to get the same result. And it won't. Albert Einstein, the amazing philosopher and most intelligent man in our time, right? He said it. Insanity is the definition of expecting new results while doing the same thing over and over again. You're not going to. You're going to have to change. You're going to have to change fundamentally. Everything has to change about you. And so if you want to get fast results, if you want to get results fast moving 2022, it's not just about saying, oh, I'm going to work out next year, or I'm going to start a new business. That's not good enough. You're kidding yourself, because your old you is not going to let you move. You want it, but your mind is not your mind. You're not in charge. You have to start studying. You have to become a different person so you can become in charge, so you can start committing to yourself. Now, how do you do that? The only way I know is studying this kind of material. Think and Grow Rich, thinking into results, studying with a group, learning the fundamentals of the game, understanding the laws of the universe, and connecting with a mastermind at a high level. Now, there are many other ways, but these are the ways that I know. And these are the ways that are working. These are the ways that are working for average people to move to that next level. So if you're ready, I'd be happy to speak with you. Some of you are listening, some of you are my clients, which is amazing. I'm proud of you. You're doing phenomenal. Your life is going to change for the better. 6 months from now, you will need a telescope to see where you're at. You're going to feel better. You're going to be better. Your family is going to love you for who you're going to become. And your results are going to just be impressive. Doing things in a certain way. That's the gift. Doing things in a certain way. Wouldn't you like that? Wouldn't you like to start seeing outcomes that you've never seen, right? Discipline, that you're going to be honest with yourself on what you want. You're going to stop being the bullshitter and putting these, excuse my language, the minor tiny goals. Start dreaming. Start dreaming big on what you want. Start delegating all the things that you don't want to do and get busy with what you want, with what you're good at. That's what I want you to do. Don't go on the lowest cost stuff. Don't go on just downloading a PDF and thinking, oh, that's going to help me get better. It won't, because your paradigm will not shift by itself. You're going to need help to shift it. And you got to invest in accountability. A coach and a mentor will give you that. You start being present. You start being back in the business. You start being in a community that really helps you, right? Don't deny yourself the gift that can take you to that next level, because when your income doubles, when you buy that first thing that you've never had 6 months from now, 8 months from now, you're going to look back and thank yourself for making the decision to start studying thinking into results. Reach out. I can show you exactly what that means. I can show you exactly how that can really change your life for the better. It has done it for me, and it can do it for you as well. I hope this helps you. I hope this helps you think how you can set 2022 for success. See, you want to start getting things right. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. I'm gonna get a link here and put it in the chat on the live, because it's very important for you to see what I'm talking about. This is a PDF that explains what thinking into results is all about. How you can get results really fast. I can't explain it all to you. It's 12 modules. It will take me a few days. So I give you bits and pieces so you get a flavor of what is there. So for you, Rosalind, to see it, you're going to have to reach out. If this information is resonating with you, you let me know. You tell me what you want. Bob and I will show you how to get it. So thank you so much. Have an amazing week. It's a holiday week. Some of you are off and some of you are here listening. So I want to appreciate every one of you. I want to thank every one of you who listened on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and on Clubhouse. This has been amazing. And like I said at the beginning, it's exciting because there's over 4,000 members now on Clubhouse, in the club that we have, in the community that we're building, the positive community. So hit the add button, follow the club, and invite your friends, because we keep track of these messages when we help many like yourself. Reach out on LinkedIn, say, hey, what's going on? This is going to help many, many people who are not getting the results that they want. You'll be doing them a favor. Don't think of it as, oh, you're asking them to buy anything. No, you're doing them a favor, because if they just listen to the messages, they're going to feel better. And once they're ready to move, they will buy. And then they'll make their life better. And then their kids are going to be better. So think of it this way. The last thing I want to finish with, because I want to keep it to about 30, 35 minutes today. It is a generational problem. You move your results to that next level, your kids are not going to have a problem, and your grandkids won't. Just look around. Some people who are on welfare, why are they on welfare? Because their parents were on welfare and their grandparents were on welfare, right? Very rare that a millionaire would have his kids on welfare, because it's a generational thing. So it's time for you to step your game up and really start getting the results that you deserve. You got to move to that next level. That 1, 2, 3% of the population that are making it. Don't stay in that 90% that are stuck, can't afford things. Imagine what's it going to be like when you don't have to worry about the bills, when you have the time that you want. You're going to have so much time when you don't have to worry about money anymore. Unless you're happy where you're at, with being in stock mode, being without lack of resources, being with worrying about how you're going to pay the rent at the end of every month. It's not by working hard. It's not by the number of degrees that you have. It's by changing your mindset, changing how you operate from the inside out. Shared with you before, it's 95% mindset, 5% strategy. So once you get your goal right and your mind on what you want, the results will show up. And for those who are not getting the results, most most of the time it has to do with your mindset. It has to do because you're not linked yet to your goal, to your want. You still don't know what you want. You're still not figuring it out. You're not studying, and you don't have enough discipline. So all that means you just gotta go back to basics. You gotta go back to believing in your goal, believing in yourself. And if you don't believe, have somebody like myself or another mentor coach to believe on you. So until you start believing, you have to believe it first. If you don't believe you're gonna get the raise and the business, nobody else is gonna believe it. So you have to start believing in yourself. And that's what we do. That's what thinking in results does. It allows you to open up and let go of the limitations and everything that you've been holding yourself back so you can start believing more in you because you have phenomenal power waiting. We don't know how much you're capable of. You're capable of a lot. Don't underestimate the power that you have. You have a significant gift. You have something in you, right? There is something in you saying, I need more. And you deserve more, right? So the only reason it's in your mind because God wants you to have it. God wants you to have this more thing that you want. Otherwise, it would not have came to your mind. Why would the spirit give you that idea? Spirit is basically God, right? I don't know who your God is. If you're Christian, if you're Muslim, if you're Buddha, if you're who your God is, doesn't matter. You got the idea somehow. If it was not for you, why did it come to you? So you have gifts waiting and talent waiting to be unleashed. And we can help you get there to believe in that, right? So that's how you make fast results. That's how you really speed up things. You speed up things by getting a coach, getting a mentor, getting a mastermind, changing your environment totally. Get rid of everything that doesn't count. Everything, including whatever's in your closet that you're not using, including all the old stuff that you have at home that are useless. Get rid of it. Less is more. And get serious. If you want above average results, you're going to have to do above average performance and you got to start showing up. Now, I know this might sound hard. This might sound like, wow, how is that even possible? It is possible. It is possible. You can do it, right? So you can do it. So with that, I want to thank you again. Thanks for following. If this resonated with any one of you, reach out. Let me know how I can help you. We're going to keep it light today. It's middle of the day. I'm getting ready for travel probably later in the day to Michigan and then to Toronto. So it's going to be on the road for the next few days. But I'm looking forward to a couple of days with the family back in Canada. Haven't been there for 2 years, and I'm excited about it. It's going to be interesting to cross the border after 2 years almost. And again, reach out. I've got my number here shown. I've got my email. You get everything you need. So the only thing that's holding you back is you, right? At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. So stop holding yourself back. Let somebody else help you along the way and reach that next level that you want to reach, whatever that next level is for you. Love you all. Thank you so much. Here's my number. Here's my email. And I look forward to speaking to many of you. And again, thanks for every one of you, especially this week, who connected with me on LinkedIn and Facebook, because that just made my day to see 2,000 connections reached on LinkedIn. It was supposed to be next year, but here we are breaking the record now. And I'm still looking for a few more clients in Thinking into Results. I was looking for 6 more. There's 4 more spots. So getting close to the goal. You see, everybody has goals, and I hope you have goals too. So there's 4 more spots ready to go for this year. And so basically we only have today, tomorrow, and the 31st. And the bonus that I mentioned a couple of days ago or last week will go away. So if Thinking into Results is on your list and Santa has not bought it for you yet, reach out and I'll make sure it happens, because the bonus feature that I added, the small discount that I put, will go away in the new year. I've never done a discount in 8 months, and it will go away again January 1st. So here it is. It's really up to you to jump on board and enjoy the group, the community that we're building. It is just phenomenal. The testimonies, the results, how they're feeling, how they're becoming is really incredible. And I want that for every one of you. Why? Because it is available. So with that, thank you so much. Blessings, peace. Look forward to speaking with every one of you. And if we don't speak till the new year, have an amazing week. Happy New Year. Enjoy and be the best you can be. Thanks.